special edition Real Monica Adams show. I told you to be ready at 4:00 for a live Wet Your Whistle Wednesday.
Woo-hoo.
Michelle's with me. And you know what? This one makes a little bit more sense because we are actually doing it during happy hour. And hey, it's time.
Yep.
All right, we are going to open this. Michelle loves this. We started this.
This is my favorite part.
A couple months ago, right? It's been a couple months. We're going into our third month, and this is brought to you by Clayton Winehouse, our friends at Clayton Winehouse that have the most incredible wine, whiskeys, spirits. If you want to make mocktails, they can help you out with that. They've got all the things to make your charcuterie platter. Today, it's a French wine. Ready?
Ooh, oui, oui.
Here's your favorite.
Oh, baby.
Oh, look at Adam. Tessa even loved that. Tessa's like, okay. So this is the wine we are featuring today. Isn't that beautiful? I took these pictures earlier with all the Christmas decorations that we have going on. This is actually a 2016. And so what we're going to do, Michelle's going to pour it into two different glasses. And some of the things that we've been teaching you have to do with the glasses that you actually drink out of. Did you spill some for the dogs?
No.
On her jeans.
On my jeans.
Yep, typical. I'm just kidding.
It's all right.
So this is a 2016, and we're doing one of them in a fun, look at that. It's festive for the season. I've been waiting to get this one out. I don't want to wish for snow, but it looks pretty.
Blue.
Yes.
The Monica blue.
This is in homage of our friends and Matthew Perry to you and to all of them. What does it say?
You're the Rachel to my Monica.
See, you're the Rachel to my Monica, which is really funny because I'm much more of a Rachel than I am a Monica from that show. How many of you are Friends fans, by the way? Here's what I want you to do while we're having fun. Hi, Sean. Sean was on this morning. He's so dedicated. I want you to do me a favor. And if you're able, if you're home, I don't want you to do this at work because I don't want to have all your bosses blame me. If you're able to grab your own glass of wine or whiskey or rum or vodka or a beer or a mocktail, as I keep saying, or water, whatever. Let me know. Let us know what you're doing. Let us know where you are. Are you at home? Are you able to have a little fun with us? Are you out at a bar or a restaurant and not paying attention to your family and friends that you're there with? And you're watching
more
us?
Fun.
Exactly. Well, raise a glass together. So this is a 2016. Now, again, I purposely bring people on that can speak French because I know I would butcher this. It is what, Michelle?
Chateau La Couronne.
It's a red Bordeaux.
Courolle.
Now, here's the thing we're going to teach them today.
Montagne Saint-Emilion.
Saint-Emilion. Mm-hmm. Yeah. The thing we're going to teach you all today is that there are some Bordeaux. And we're not even going to get into the whole left bank, right bank. We're not going to get into first growth and all those things.
No, that's your brother's job.
That
he can talk about the banks.
Yes, which I know your husband's very big into, first everything. Most people would be like, I don't know what you're talking about. Just give me the wine. Agreed. We're the ones that have fun with it. They're the ones that kind of educate. And if you want to know more and more and more, that's great. But a lot of Bordeaux are older. The people that really like French wines, they're older. And then they lay them down for a while. They may have to open up. And we've talked in the past about maybe having to decant wines. I thought, should I decant this one? Should we see how the difference is? No, because we don't have a bunch of people here to taste with us. So Sean said, I just got off work. Raise a glass with us, Sean. Here's what I want you all to know before we taste this. The guys at Clayton Winehouse said this is a red Bordeaux to drink right now. Okay, it's a 2016.
2016, sure.
And right. It is only $19.99.
What? Well,
but
let's see.
As many of you, and I went in there the other day and I was told, and this is making me really happy, he said, we've had a lot of people come in.
Yes.
That's
fantastic.
The beauty of a partnership,
Cheers.
that it works well.
Cheers.
So, hi.
Tessa's I knew like, it would be a good collaboration.
Tessa, you're silly.
Ready?
Okay, let's taste first. Sally Drake just said cheers. Oh, it's really good without any food. We haven't even done any food with it.
It's fantastic.
So it's situated on the clay limestone plateau. They've actually been owned by the same family for 100 years. I am not going to even try to pronounce the family's name. Guimberteau. What do you think?
Something like that.
Berto. La Courolle, fourth generation, now in charge, Rudolph, but it's R-O-D-O. Merlot, which is actually surprising that I like this. I'm not a big Merlot fan.
This is true.
Merlot dominates with a small proportion of Cabernet Sauvignon and Cab Franc. Now, you and I are both big Cab and Cab Franc fans.
Yes.
Loads of plums. You think? Yep. Black cherries. Now, this is probably why I like it. I think this probably makes it a little smoother for me and not so tannic. Blueberries, graphite, and subtle oak all emerge from this medium to full-bodied red. Yeah, I think it's
Graphite.
more medium.
Oh, yeah, I can taste the pencil.
Yep, absolutely. Well, they do that. It's more, I think, the smell of it. Like you'll be like, oh, mercury. It's nicely balanced and incredibly satisfying. This is the thing that we want to do with all of you.
You know what? I can smell the blueberry.
That's what I smell. That's why I was like, okay, this doesn't have that big tart aspect. Okay, Kathy and Selma just asked if it's dry or semi-dry. I would say that this is not dry at all. The blueberry is really what's helping it, I think, and it's medium to full-bodied. I would consider it to be more medium.
It's a little dry on the tongue, but again, we just opened it. So I think as the oxygen gets infused into it, it's going to smooth out a little bit. So I'd say it's, in the beginning, I'd say it's a little bit on the drier side, just on the tongue.
So for those of you that do not drink red wine because you think all red wines are dry, that's not the case at all. In fact, there are some that you're like, wow, blends. I'm a big fan of blends and introducing people to blends. Once again, this is what we're drinking. So if you go in to see the guys at Clayton Winehouse, which we please would love for you to do so, go in and ask about this one. Say, hey, the girls were talking about Chateau La Courolle, possibly. Cool. It's a 2016. Just say, which one were they featuring in the happy hour this afternoon? So cheers to you as well, Sally. Sean just got off work. Julie Fabian's on. Kathy Anselmo. We are talking about our friends over at Clayton Winehouse. Now, this week, we're talking wine. Next week, my husband's going to be so excited. This is a whiskey that we're going to show next week. Now, I didn't know if it was a bourbon, if it was a whiskey.
It's a Scotch.
It's a Scotch. It's Glasgow.
Scotchy,
now,
Scotch.
My friend Julie has not ever joined us, and she's going to join. We're going to work it out to where
she's a hoot.
She's a whiskey girl, but I think she's a Scotch drinker. So, Jules, you're in for it.
We'll see at the end of the show.
You know what she's going to, I can guarantee you, I'm almost going to call this one out. She will go, yeah, where's the bourbon? Monica, give me the bourbon. Here's what they said, though. It's CWH Compass Box Glasgow Blend Single Cask, and it's a unique holiday gift for whiskey lovers. That actually is priced at $49.99. But remember, you get the big 15% discount. So many people I've been told are going in there and they've bought, well, I actually bought we're having a meeting after this. I bought 6 bottles from them. I bought a ton of food. You want to show them some of this? It's pretty heavy. I made a really beautiful charcuterie platter for us. It's a very heavy board from the hill, by the way. I know she's going to watch out. The dogs are below and they would love to have all of this. Okay. Well, I'll help you. Look at that. This is all from the guys at Clayton Winehouse. It just keeps going and going. This right here is Manchego. These are, they're olive oil and sea salt crackers. Very, very, very light tasting. That's black pepper cheese. Oh, okay. And then this is oh gosh, I just forgot. It's some kind of a sausage, but it's like in the rolls. Like some of them are infused with different kind of wines. Okay. It's like that. So it's not open. So you are going to have to cut it up like we did. And then I got, here, Michelle, talk to you for a second. Talk to them about these because these are important during the holidays.
Oh, yeah. Gift cards.
Yes.
If ever you don't know what to get for somebody, but you do know that they like wine or bourbons or whiskeys or whatever. They have everything. Vodka, tequilas. We had tequilas our first time tasting. They have pasta. Yes. So gift cards are phenomenal. That is it's a good hostess gift too.
Okay. Here's more food that we made that I can't wait to try. For beer lovers, it's a spicy IPA mustard. These are sea salt caramel chocolates. The bijou that they work with, they said that they love the lady that has those. Not for the dog. There is one with cayenne and cinnamon that we tried, and then this is an Ecuador chocolate, and then these are spiced. Taste that. They have a little spice. Spiced almonds. And then
the Marcona?
Nope. But that's what's coming. Isn't that one of your favorites? I love Marcona almonds. And
it's not spicy.
It's got a little spice.
Yeah. It's really not.
And then this is from Kirkwood Pop Company. Chocolate popcorn.
I love it.
Isn't that cool? And then Marcona almonds. And then isn't this adorable, by the way? I'm gonna blend in 2 of my favorite sponsors. This is from Christopher's in Kirkwood, yes. Which we will be broadcasting from there again on Friday. Look at this little s'more guy. little bonfire.
He's so cute.
Yep, making s'mores. I actually
Can
do
you
have a
see that?
s'mores one as well.
It's kind of hard to see it.
This
That
goes
is
actually
adorable.
You put these in. These are Nora Fleming. For all of you that are familiar
Yep.
with Nora Fleming,
They just pop out.
you change these out. So I have a bonfire one and I have one for s'mores, so we can put them together. So this is what
Very
we're going to
cute.
be noshing on. I love
They
that
have
word.
like little Christmas tree ones, and they have one for every holiday. Very cute for a gathering. If you want to decorate your plate.
Yeah. So
And this
platters, or look at this. We got
This is adorable.
Isn't this neat? A paper towel holder, and there's an upside down elf.
Oops. Hold on. He's caught in
His
the paper.
feet.
There we go.
Okay, that is adorable. So those Nora Fleming, and I know during Black Friday and Small Business Saturday and Cyber Monday, he had some deals. I can guarantee he'll do some more as we get closer to Christmas. But yeah, so those are really fun. So I like to go in and support the guys at Clayton Winehouse.
Mm-hmm.
So anything that you need, I want you to think of all that. So instead of, I know people are really big on just, we're just rushing and we'll go to a grocery store. But yeah, but why? Is it changed with your spice? It's also the fact that you just had food. So we say this to you over and over and over again. Mm-hmm. When it comes to providing wine for someone, make sure that you have something there for them to eat, and then try different things. Ask them though, because just because you feel one way, they may say, oh no, I love some. Anne said, save me some. Okay, when? For like 2 days from now? This is a really good one. So yeah.
She's outside the door right now.
Yeah, she's up at the top of the hill. So not only, Michelle, you told them about gift cards.
I did.
Very, very important. Yes. But let's show you this, because Michelle and I have talked about this in the past, but it's been a little bit. And I knew we were going to talk about it as we got closer and closer and closer to the holiday. Gift baskets. Mm-hmm. Okay, they've been putting some together, but you can create your own. Perfect gift for any occasion. So there's a wine and cheese basket, mm-hmm. and that's from $75, $100, $150. So they'll mix for you red wine, white wine, mixed wine choices, non-perishable items available for substitution if you want to. And then there's wine around the world basket. I'll tell you what, I am a big fan, as you know. They probably can't see behind. Oh, actually, if you move a little bit right over Michelle's shoulder, right there. See those two wooden boxes? So we are involved in different clubs, as I know Mike and Michelle have been. And sometimes they will they'll deliver them in these gorgeous wine boxes. Mm-hmm. They're wonderful for decorations, by the way.
Yes.
They're also wonderful to hold up your laptop when you're doing a show. Let's be real.
Functional.
So they have a wine around the world basket. Travel the world of wine from home with this wine tasting experience basket. It includes either 6 or 12 wines from different wine producing countries around the world. So it could be from 150, or if you do the 12, it would be $300. They have a Taste of St. Louis basket, Beast Barbecue, Need Bakehouse, chocolate, mm-hmm. Kirkwood popcorn. I just showed you the chocolate popcorn, Bijou chocolates. I always forget how to say, I think it's Beatty Farms. I don't know, but
BAE
TJE. Anybody else? Do you know how to pronounce it?
Beatty?
Is
the J silent?
I've heard it different ways, but people love their cheeses. And it's an experience, by the way. So the Taste of St. Louis basket is actually from $65. So all these different baskets that you can go in. A cocktail basket. We saw the Four Roses one.
Yeah.
And then they have the rose ice mold, which I think is super
mm-hmm.
cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then bubbles basket. So you like a little champagne. And then there's a VIP tasting experience. Let me tell you about this. They have an intimate tasting experience available for groups of 2, which would be $100, or 4, $200, and it's the perfect way to explore new and exciting wines and whiskey. The thing I really love about the guys at Clayton Winehouse is you can go in, and there's a couple places that have been like this in St. Louis over the years, but you don't. I know, sweetheart.
Tessa's
you want some
wine?
She doesn't get any, by the way. So don't sit there and hate on me and say, did you give the dog
She's
wine?
She's looking at Unshell like
she wants the food we've been talking
getting
about.
Any attention.
Yeah, give me the food. So you could go into Clayton Winehouse, and if you say, I don't really know, I think this wine that Monica and Michelle were talking about might be something I would like, mm-hmm. but can I try it? They'll open it up for you, mm-hmm. and you can buy it by the glass, and there's no upcharge. So the same thing, if you want to go in with some friends, so mm-hmm. it's not just a go in, wine shop, leave. Go in, sit at the tables,
yes,
and enjoy the wine, and they'll open it for you, and it is the same retail price. That's usually rare.
Fantastic.
I know, right? You want the food? Normally, when you go into a place, they will do an upcharge. That's what happens, like restaurants, etc. what do you want, sweetie? But you can open up a bottle of wine and just sit there and enjoy it with friends, and then tell them I want this cheese and that cheese and this salami, and then they'll cut it up and make a nice little charcuterie board for you.
Usually they have about like what 4
They'll
bottles
do-
already open.
Yep, they'll do flights.
Just to taste.
They do tastings a lot.
Mhm.
They just had their big fall festival. I went there and supported them. If you have not been, I want you to give them a call, 314-449-6291 for reservations. ClaytonWinehouse.com, of course, is their website. And then the last part we want to talk about before we go and enjoy this beautiful bottle of wine is they do actually have a wine club. So I've thought about this and thought, a lot of people will go and join different memberships at wineries in Napa and other countries. But why not, if you find that you really like wines at Clayton Winehouse, you could become a part of a club that they have there. So you choose from 6 different club options, and they start at just $120 per quarter.
Oh, wow. That's a great deal.
Right? Much like a winery, all club members receive 6 unique bottles with each release, and then bonus perks. 25% off all ticketed wine events that they have, free wine during each store visit, free, who doesn't love free, rotating quarterly discounts on in-store items, 10% discount on the purchase of more club bottles, and then complimentary local delivery. So I don't think a lot of you knew that they actually have Clayton Winehouse Club there.
And I didn't know they delivered.
Yep. And
Wow,
my brother's very big. And I know we're not talking about whiskey this time around, but I will let you know, since we just mentioned clubs, they have a really cool whiskey club there too. He's been talking to Jim about, why don't we have some guys go in on it together? Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it's nice to share. I'm with Ann. Besides, I'm sick and need comfort foods and wine or scotch. Janice is one of my clients, and she came down with she's been sick, so she came down with what was it? I think on Thanksgiving she got sick.
Oh,
yes, and
Scotch kills everything.
Scotch, right?
Yeah.
It gets rid of those germs. So raise a Scotch glass. Maybe maybe you'll recover faster, Janice. Pamela, hello to you as well. So for all of you, we love to do these. Sometimes we tape them. Sometimes we do them live. Somebody said when I did it live with our interns, they were like, wow, kudos you. You're drinking at 8 o'clock. No, it was 7 o'clock, 7:30 in the morning. I'm like, it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Well, anything for the audience.
Right.
Anything for the viewers.
We have to do this for you. Do you have any questions for us, by the way? And you want to know anything about this particular wine?
So taste it now that it's been open.
Thank you for
and then we're gonna switch.
There's
glasses.
a reason we did, and I didn't give her a stemmed glass on purpose. Now I will when we're done, because I think you prefer like me do.
I do.
That I do. Me do.
Me do. Me do too.
Me do. Me do T2. This, I didn't have a B12 shot, by the way. People, I didn't get a chance. I was too busy. I didn't get a chance to go get it yet.
Oh, that's right. I was going to ask you about that.
No, this is just me without it. Okay, so I did it with the stemmed glass.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me taste. The reason I don't.
It's opening up though, right?
Yes, and I haven't had, you had some food, didn't you?
I just
taste the spiced almond.
the nut.
But that could have changed a lot. I will say this. People who really know pairings, you might say, what the heck did you do with spiced almond? I don't know. Don't judge. But the Manchego cheese. Well, I didn't want to change your wine palate too much, though.
This is a very
bland, neutral.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's got a little olive oil, sea salt into it, so it's not going to. It's not. I have some peppery ones.
It's not going to change.
No, don't do rosemary and garlic and all that. Actually, I don't know. The garlic with the French might actually be good. The rosemary might be good with it. The reason I'm not a fan of this, folks, we've talked about it in the past. Mm-hmm. You change the temperature of the wine as soon as you do this. That's my only thing. Otherwise, do you have any suggestions on a semi-dry wine? Kathy, yes. Do you want a white or a red? Okay. I like it better in the other one. Mm-hmm. You agree? Okay. We're going to get into that, by the way, and I don't want to do it. I want to actually bring somebody on, maybe Chris, maybe Tim, maybe Sean. Those are the owners, by the way. Go in and say hi to them. I don't know enough.
Look at the lipstick.
Uh-huh. We both have lipstick on.
I know, but
isn't
look
that funny?
This is your lipstick. Colors. Mine has none.
What? You just did that.
That's you. That's you. This is you. I don't have any lipstick marks.
Oh, I thought you did have lipstick on. I'm sorry. Go back. Go in.
I have lipstick on, but mine doesn't come off on the glass.
A little bit.
Barely.
I have the lip stain that my beautiful friend Sherry is all about. Go back, ladies. Go back. Ladies and gentlemen, what was I saying? Sorry. Go into Clayton Winehouse and ask them about glasses, okay? Ask them why the wine changes in a glass that looks like this, which is your typical wine glass that most people have at their house when they go to buy glasses. Then you have, can you stay there for a second and tell them what,
I'm going to stay right here.
tell them what you think you would serve, what kind of wine you would serve in that glass.
So this glass, you're going to, well, you know what? This actually could go either way. This is a very versatile glass.
Well, that
you could do whites in this as well.
You
it's
could do
narrow
whites
enough for the whites.
Okay, let's show them.
And the top.
We can go there. Are you all still good? Kathy says both. This right here is the wine we are going to taste this in because this is typically
that's a red wine Bordeaux glass.
Big Bordeaux. We're drinking Bordeaux. So this is a Bordeaux glass. See the big bubble? Okay, it's round on the bottom. And people are like, does it really change? I have a white wine glass up top. You want me to show them the white one?
Yes.
And then I'm also
so I'm looking up because we're below a cabinet with all these glasses. There's like tons of glasses here to choose from.
Okay, so and I loved Kathy. So on a semi-dry.
Yep, she says both.
Okay, so from a white standpoint, I'm a Chardonnay fan. If you want semi-dry, not. Are you a Pinot Grigio fan?
I am in the summer when it's really hot by the pool.
I'm going to introduce you to something. Let me go ahead and pull it. I bought it for the team. So go ahead and taste that now.
Really swirl it. And it's not leggy at all.
So Kathy, we actually introduced you to this a few weeks back, and I went and bought it again because that's how impressed I was, and that's why I like the guys introducing us. Much better, right?
Huge difference.
Okay, so I want to do that before we wrapped up. If you're just tuning in, it is a live version of Wet Your Whistle Wednesday. I know that's your favorite too. Wet Your Whistle Wednesday at my house during happy hour time period. Purposely going to show this because I was introduced to this. I don't think Michelle had ever tried this probably either. Remember we did this one, or maybe you weren't. Did you do it with me?
Yes.
Okay. So this is the Banshee 2021 Cab Sauv for a very inexpensive price. So we're talking in the $20 price range. We're showing you. We might show you 10, 15, 20. We did have the Kith and Kin. I'm a huge fan of the Kith and Kin wine from Round Pond. You might want to check that out. That's more of the $40, but again, you get the 15% discount. I'm going to show you this. This is actually a good wine, even though it's very different from the way I live my life, but I think it's funny. It's called Pessimist, and it is a blend, and it's a 2022. I bought a lot of these now. The Prisoner, which I'm a fan of, I bought that as well. That's a little bit more, but still not more than $40. I stayed 40 and under. The majority of them were $20, $25, $30. Pessimist, have you ever had this?
Yes.
Pessimist is good. It's a nice blend.
Any of the Orange Swifts are fantastic.
So this is by Dow.
Oh, I thought that was
Dow.
Oh.
And I actually have Dow, which I also bought. And then there's a wine I've never had by one of my favorite, which is Trefethen. And I was like, this is from Trefethen. I bought it also. Sarah. Hi, Sarah. Sarah actually did a wedding that I went to over the weekend. She is such a beautiful woman. She's gone through an amazing cancer battle that she's come back from. The woman is a rock star. She said Sauvignon Blanc is my favorite. I am a big Sauvignon Blanc fan when I sit out by the pool.
Yes. That's good when the weather is really, really hot, nice chilled glass. And sitting by the pool, Sauv Blanc's the way to go, for sure.
I'm going to introduce you to this one because I can't wait to try this. This is called Eschkol, do you think? Eschcol, and it is by Trefethen.
Oh.
I was like, what? So, by the way, if you want to look into some really good wines, Trefethen is probably one of my favorites. We're involved in the Halo Club, and the Halo wine. All right, let's just go there. The Halo wine is very expensive. It's not an everyday drinking wine. It is a wine for special experiences, celebrations. We're getting ready to celebrate almost a year of doing the Real Monica Adams show. I'll probably open a bottle of that. That's $250 a bottle. Okay, that's something you hang on to, and you're not just going to go, oh, here, I got 10 people coming to the house that really don't know anything about wine. Let's open a $250 bottle of wine. No.
That's special.
$10, $20. That's what you have to do is have those and open those and make memories. But this, I can't wait to try with our team tonight. This is by Trefethen. It's a 2020 red wine. It was estate grown in the Oak Knoll district of Napa Valley. Pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
Have never heard of it, but we are big fans. Okay, Sarah, you're sweet. She said you're a rock star. So what we're talking about, I'm not going to get all the glasses down. I will tell you my absolute favorite glass is actually for a wine that I don't drink. And it's unfortunate because it's my favorite glass. What do you think it is?
Let's see. Margarita glass?
Well, yeah. You know, my people used to buy
Let's see,
me
let me look.
martini glasses and margarita glasses. It's the big one up there. It's the red wine I don't really drink. However, since there's
the one with the curve?
Yeah.
Yeah.
so
That's
so
way up
folks,
there, though. I
it
can't
is a
reach
real
that.
thing. No, I'm going to get it here. So
Oh, you're going to get it?
yeah. So we have had the wine.
She's
in
going to do her own stunts.
3 different glasses. That's a Bordeaux glass.
Mhm.
This is a typical Cabernet, or you could actually put a red Bordeaux in this as well. You'll see that a lot.
You can do a white in that too.
And then a true white is a little skinnier.
It's not, yeah, it's not a typical.
I'd have to get up. If you turned the camera, they would laugh. It's tough for me to get up there.
She's climbing. Oh my gosh.
I'm going to get on the white. And if you turned it, but you can't. Right?
If I turned it right now, all you could see is her torso.
Knees and elbows. Okay. So I hope you're having fun with us. And if you have any questions, I mean, this is what it's all about, right? It's just enjoying time with family and friends. Isn't that sexy? Did you say sexy?
Sexy glass.
It's beautiful. I don't drink it. I don't drink from it a lot because it's not really for a Cabernet. This is more of a Merlot.
Yeah, that's a
Pinot Noir.
glass.
Actually, I'm sorry, Pinot Noir. It's a Pinot Noir glass. This is a Pinot Noir glass. And I don't really drink Pinot Noir. But I love it so much that I say, forget it. Let's just drink out of it. Yes, but it does change the wine. And then this, as she was talking about earlier, this is actually a white wine glass. So
it's skinnier at the top.
So who was saying Sauv Blanc? So Sarah, if you want to drink a white, it'd be more out of that. The stem's very, very long, as you can see the difference.
Yeah.
And then
because you want to keep your fingers
cylindrical,
far away from the bulb as much as possible with a white, because you don't want the temperature change. You want to keep the white
way down here
cooler.
And then you know what someone said? Who was it? Was it Craig or who was telling us on air? If you missed that one, they actually said you should be serving wine to people like this. And I was like, oh no,
I think he did say that.
I'm going to drop it. However, I've thought about these really nice restaurants that I've been into, and I was like, yeah, they have. They actually have done that to me. But I would go, nope. I'm not doing it. And I will do this. I won't give it to you like this. I promise you on that. If you come to my house or if we're together, I promise you I will not change the temperature of your wine. So, sadly, not a wine drinker. Michelle, that's okay. What are you? What do you like? Are you a whiskey fan? Because we're going to do whiskey next week, in case you're just tuning in. Harley says, I'll be there. Awesome. I'll be there to pick up some wine. Great. But remember, do not forget this. I think they usually, if you just say, hey, I found you for the Monica Adams show, they already have it up at their register. It's okay, baby. They have it up at the register that they will give you the 15%. But just make sure you say, I found out about you from the Real Monica Adams show. Can I get my 15% discount? They'll give it. But here's what I would suggest. Don't go in there and just buy one bottle. Like stock up for the holiday, which is what I did. I bought those 6 bottles and I bought all this food. And he's like, oh my God, thank you so much for your support. I'm like, no, thank you guys for letting us have some fun. Because this all started, Craig and I talked about this when he first started there. And I'm like, I don't know anything about this. I still have a lot of people saying, I don't know. Clayton Winehouse, never heard of it. I know, that's why we're doing this.
Dr. Pignotti hasn't been there yet.
Oh, and he's a big wine,
wine fan. He says, yeah, I have a gift card there and I still haven't used it. And I said, get over there. Yeah. You have to. You will love it.
It's just so beautiful. We've showed you pictures of, I mean, we always talk about that door. Okay, I gotta put my glasses on again. So all the places that use stemless technically shouldn't, especially for white wines. So interesting. Well, it's not, look, here's the thing. I'm never going to judge anybody serving you wine in that, but it's just truly, it changes the temperature of the wine. If you don't care about that, then sure, they're fun. I mean, these became so crazy popular. Yep. I have clients of mine, actually, they bought me one that says, what would Monica say? Because they always like to say, what would Monica tell us to do? How would she inspire us? And it was the coolest thing. And they had it made for me. And then they ended up finding out that I don't really drink wine out of these kind of glasses. And they're like, oh, we are so sorry. I'm like, no, I have them. I do like them just with a group of a bunch of people. They're kind of easier. Just here.
Yes.
I had a viewer of mine.
Especially if you're outside, you're least likely to break these.
You see those a lot on the set.
Yep.
I have a lady back when I was at Channel 2, I think, or Channel 5, that bought me those rose gold ones that we have on the set. They're pretty. I mean, I do think they're pretty, but I like to hold the stem. Billy said, I rarely drink alcohol and I have no idea about wines, but I'm willing to learn. That's it. You don't have to, and here's the deal. I don't ever really well, I never open a bottle or anything by myself. I like the experience of enjoying it with someone. So if she comes over, if Jim comes over,
This is where she and I differ.
well, you can, but it's just, I don't know. I don't know. I usually like to do other things instead of just like, here, I'm going to open up something. I like the experience of memories. And that's what I associate this with.
Mhm.
Wine, a margarita, a martini. I'm not a beer drinker. I will taste beer. She wants the, see, she cares about the wine.
Yep.
She wants the cracker.
She wants the cracker.
Okay, come here, sweetheart. Come to
But
mama.
there are some nights where
Good.
I've had a long day, husband's
And
off
he's
doing
not
something
there?
else.
Okay.
I get control of the remote. It's nice to just chill out
Okay,
and
keep
have
talking.
my own
You
little
may think of something.
glass of wine. So
But you don't want to open an entire bottle and waste the full bottle
why would I not finish a bottle?
by yourself.
Are you calling? You think I'm a quitter?
Well, if
No,
you don't
no,
want
she
to.
is. No, she is right. If you just have a glass, there is something that is fantastic that will take all of the oxygen and air out of the bottle.
Okay, so you've got to have these capsules
To save
though.
it.
Okay, so and I think, I don't know if it's just the fact that I haven't used it a lot. I used it once and I was like, oh shoot, now I need another capsule. So I don't know if it just goes to, this is called a Coravin, and I've had this for, I don't even know how long. I bought this a long time ago, and then I actually was telling her husband, he's like, what? And then he got one, right? And now you see this actually in wine programs at restaurants where they'll have a Coravin list. What does that mean? It's really great bottles of wine. And you're like, I've always wanted to try fill in the blank. Opus, right? Our dog's name is Opus. Opus 1, not a cheap wine. Quintessa, not a cheap wine. We talked earlier. I mean, a $250 bottle of wine is not a cheap wine. So you're thinking, I don't want an entire bottle. Could I just have a glass of that? Penfolds, by the way, on our second anniversary, we went to Australia. I have always wanted to try a wine that I am never going to buy because it's probably in like $1,000 range. But they had it on the Coravin list, and I said, I'm going to treat myself.
Yeah,
Jim's like, I want you to do it. So it was $30 a glass, by the way, but it wasn't $1,000. Right. But you put this, we're not going to do this. It's already
like
open.
Imagine that this still has the cork in it.
Yep.
Okay. It's open now, but
you put that on there. It goes in, it makes a little pinhole. It goes in, and then you'll hear this by the capsule, and then it pours right here. You pour it out ever so slowly, and then you've got a 6-ounce pour. If you want to do a 9-ounce pour, you want to do a 3-ounce pour. Guess what happens? It seals itself back up, and you can lay it back down for as long as you want to. You want to open up again on another anniversary, which, by the way, that's kind of cool to think. Buy an anniversary wine, have a glass out of it, and then save it for another anniversary. 5 years from now, we're going to open it up again. Isn't that a neat idea?
That is a neat idea.
Just come up with that. That's what you can do, by the way, with this. So this is for anybody that's a wine drinker on your list, they may not have this because they might have decanters. They might have cool wine openers, but you want to think of something unique. I don't even remember how many years ago I bought this thing. I don't even know how I even found out about it. I just was like, that's a really cool concept. And I will tell you this because I was a little apprehensive. I thought, it's going to leak. I really thought so. It doesn't. It seals it back up because it really does just make a pinhole. I know. You ready to play? Anyway, let's see. I've had a glass or two throughout the years with my sister-in-law. I won't name names. I think she's on her way over to her house. But it always gives me the heebie-jeebies. Wine, you've got to try a lot of different wines, though. Billy, there's so many. Whites and reds and from all these different regions. So all the places, okay, well, you said that one already. No problem. Okay, so one more time. This is the wine we are featuring today. 2016, Chateau La Courolle.
Sure.
It's going to sound like, roll your L's. Clayton, Winehouse.com. The thing I said is it's a little dangerous. They're right around the corner from our office building. Next week, boom, right there. Julie, Jim are going to join me. It is a Glasgow blend cask Scotch whiskey. I cannot wait to introduce you to Julie. As she said, Julie is one of the quickest witted people I've ever met in my life. She's hilarious. She likes wine though. So she may say, yeah, Monica, I don't like this Scotch. Open some wine for me. We'll have fun together. You haven't seen my husband on for a while. He'll be back on with us. So we'll enjoy that. Please go in and say hi to our guys at Clayton Winehouse. Tell them thank you so much for being a part of our show. Each and every one of our sponsors, we couldn't do it without you. And this is just really one of our favorite segments. We have a lot of fun. And I really love this. I was at a wedding on Saturday and I had so many people say, I can't wait for you guys to do that segment. I was like, gosh, it really was just let's have fun with and let's
Sure.
tell people about Clayton Winehouse.
Yeah.
And I was originally going to do it for 3, 4, 5 minutes, 7 minutes. This one's 36.
36, yeah. I'm looking at the clock over
So
there.
hopefully it hasn't taken up too much of your time, but I'm glad you've had some fun with us. And one of the things I loved hearing on Saturday was you have really taught us a lot. And I thought, we have? Wow. Well, that's really great to know.
Aww.
And then when we've had people on, like Craig's been on, I'll have other guys on from Clayton Winehouse.
Mhm.
They truly level it up and
Mhm.
educate things. I want to do the thing about all the glasses and why it changes.
Yes.
And we'll do that. We might even bring somebody on from Riedel, which would be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
I went to a tasting with the Riedel guy. They call him the wine magician because he makes wine disappear. It's interesting because when you put it in a certain glass, the wine will disappear. And then you take the same wine and you pour it into a proper glass, boom, all of a sudden the wine reappears. It's genius, but it is so absolutely true.
Well, and I think if you've ever heard that they're going to have some kind of a display like that, you're probably thinking, oh, they just want to sell their glasses. No, it really is.
It makes a huge difference.
Yes. So do you have to have a ton of different glasses? No.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to get some, though, that are a little unique and whatever, there's just, it's just experiences,
Mm-hmm.
and it's also a great gift idea. So gift baskets we've talked about, gift cards, the club for wine and for whiskey, and this beautiful, easy drinking, right now drinking, red Bordeaux, 2016. Go in and tell them that Michelle and Monica introduced you to those. And if you want to go ahead and try the whiskey before we do, or the scotch, sorry, gotta say it right.
Scotch whiskey.
Scotch whiskey. Please do so, but don't forget to get your discount. Thank you all. By the way, if there's something you'd like for us to feature on a future show, let us know, and maybe they can give that to us to feature. So who knows? We're going into the holidays. I can't wait.
That would be
Cheers
fun.
to you.
Cheers.
And to each and every one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in today. We greatly appreciate it. Have a beautiful day. Bye-bye, everybody. Have fun.
Bye.